That ain't no righteous action. All my just front like they tapping. You already know. Popping. Ain't no stopping me now, steady rocking. Watch them hate on me now cause I'm locked in. Watch the hate on me now cause I'm popping. I ain't stopping.
And the New York Giants are the Super Bowl champs.
What's going on, sports fans, NFL fans, New York Giants fans? Welcome to the first episode of New York Giants Inside the Locker Room with your boy GNATION Inside Sports. And today I want to talk about our wide receivers and the game that we played last night on Monday Night Football against the Dallas Cowboys. Now, as you've seen today, everybody been killing Daniel Jones. Everybody been coming out with the I told you so, DJ's not that guy, this, that, and the third, all of this crazy stuff. I don't know what lens you guys are watching games with. I don't know if you've been blinded by media. I don't know if you have scales over your eyes. I don't know what the case is with people's thought process and analyzing the things that happen in the game. But I'm going to tell you what I see. What I see is a wide receiver core of guys who are failing our quarterback, failing our team, and failing the fan base. Numerous times in yesterday's game, the offensive line broke down, the protection broke down, and Daniel Jones had the presence of mind and pocket awareness to step up into the pocket, roll out to his right or his left, and buy time for his receivers to get open and make something happen either with his arms or with his legs. Okay? Multiple drives were kept alive solely by Daniel Jones' decision-making and deciding to tuck the ball down and run. Our receivers did not show up at all. And let me just say, for the diva receivers, for the receivers who think that they are bigger than the team and bigger than the game, who want to come out on podiums and say, I should be in there regardless. But when you make statements like that and you're called upon and you're targeted, you have to catch the damn rock. You have the audacity to stand at the locker room with a microphone in your face and say you should be out there regardless. Based on what, sir? Based on what? What you did in Detroit? Because you've done nothing as a New York Giant. Zero. Nothing, bro. So the next time you want to fix your mouth up to stand in front of the media and say you should be out there regardless, you might want to catch the targets that are thrown your way. I have no respect for this man on the football field. Until you can show me otherwise, bro, you trash. Seals, I'm sorry. I know everybody was, Seals Nation and all that crap. Like my boy Pat said, preseason Hulk Hogan. The man cannot do it on the NFL level as a starter. Maybe as a backup, not as a starter. Slayton needs to be out there. Shout out to Shep. Horrible injury. Sorry. This man has the worst luck in the world. Part of the heart and soul of this offense. Definitely crowd favorite, New York Giant for life. Wish you a well recovery. Man, this man has horrible luck. I don't know if it was the turf. I don't know if he had been overcompensating with that leg because of the injury on the other one. I don't know. I can't speculate. I'm not a doctor. But sending well wishes and help and healing and prayers for you, and wish you nothing but the best, man, in whatever endeavors you have in the future. But that being said, Daniel Jones kept us in the fight. He kept us in the game. Our receivers dropped the ball figuratively and literally. and cost us that game. Also, our defense gave up a lot of big plays, which, considering the first 2 weeks, they held up very well. And even yesterday, they didn't allow a touchdown until the third quarter. So that's still a solid defensive performance. Just when it counted the most, that 3rd and 7, they held. They got us the ball back, and our receivers didn't show up again. So then you had a few bad calls there. But, not going to take nothing away from the Cowboys. They won that game. I just know that we could have won it. Still going 11-6. New York Giants still going to stomp that ass. It's still our division. And for the most part, I'm still optimistic. What this showed me, first of all, I think that was the best thing that could have happened, actually, was taking that loss yesterday. And I'm going to explain why. We start out 2-0. Excuse me, which is awesome, right? But it's a group of young guys, and you might start to get a sense of false confidence and start smelling yourself, so to speak. So I think that loss will make these young guys go back and watch the film and take some coaching and try to improve vastly so that they can keep that air of confidence that they have, because it's a good, strong group defensively and offensively, minus our wide receiver core. I don't know what the heck is going on with them guys, man. We need to figure something out, because with Shep gone, Slayton not getting no play time, Kadarius Toney, a.k.a. Lil Hammy, the rapper, has a hampered hamstring and hasn't been on the field. So we need to figure out something with the wide receiver position. But I'm definitely confident that we're going to turn it around, stomp the Bears, stomp the Packers in New England, you know what I'm saying, and be 4-1. I'm still on my 11-6. My Giants still going to win the NFC East and be a contender in the playoffs. So that being said, this might have been the best thing to happen to us, to humble us a little bit, make us go back to the drawing board and tighten up a lot of technical things that we need to fix on the offensive line. Evan Neal has some footwork issues and leaning forward, not trusting his punch. So got to correct a few things there. We definitely need help at the guard and center position. But our receivers have got to tighten up. And the New York Football Giants are going to be in good shape. We're going to turn it around, still have a positive outlook for this season. For those of you guys who wanted to blame everything on Daniel Jones and say that Daniel Jones didn't win us the game in Carolina, that our defense won us the game, well, fellas, most of them drives yesterday on Monday Night Football were kept alive solely because of Daniel Jones. He had good, sound decision-making on the field. He bought time on broken down plays with his legs and kept his eyes down the field. He went through his progressions. He kept plays alive, and he protected the ball. That last interception was not his fault. That only interception, actually, the only turnover, was not his fault. Sills fell on the route, and he was throwing to a spot, which is what a good quarterback does when he knows where his receivers are supposed to be on the field. So with that being said, man, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, share, leave your thoughts, comments, opinions, ideas in the comments section, and I'll get back to you. And until next time, guys, as always, you already know what it is.